greens. Y'all know I gotta take a picture of my leftover collard greens. They piping hot too with my whole cake cornbread. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all don't see too much junk back there. Oh, my house got junky for about 3 months straight. Y'all don't understand. Whew, child. I have so much going on up in here, honey. I had so much going on up in here, honey. Mm-hmm. Piping hot. Well, the conversation today is going to be about companionship. Women and companions. Okay, we already know there's a male shortage, okay? You have the same sex, the man that's attracted to the same sex, the one that's on the DL, the dead and the imprisoned, and you have the marketing strategy male who makes 75 to 150,000 a year, but he's going outside of his race, right? So, but this topic is for everybody, okay? It's for everybody. Colors. Smoked turkey necks, smoked turkey tail. The cornbread doesn't have milk in it. It has sour cream in it. And it has an egg that's been sitting in the refrigerator forever. The clear part of the egg was gone, only the yolk. Okay, so what are we talking about? I'm starting to look in a lot of women's eyes, and they really don't know how to find a companion, and it's hard. It's hard. Quit giving yourself up so fast. I would rather be a prostitute. When I was young, I thought it was like, you had to realize the strategy the white young girls was doing versus what the black girls were doing, right? So when I was young, after my 5th person sleeping with, I realized, like, wait, we're just having fun. Nobody wants a commitment. Nobody say, you my girlfriend or this and another. So then you start dating older, right? Then it becomes about financial benefit. It becomes about friends for benefit. Nothing's wrong with that. But once you get like 30, 28, 29, 30, it's going to be not hard for you to find friends with benefit. It's going to be, you want someone your age, right? You're not going to find nobody your age like that, okay? Find you a companion. Yeah, y'all might not listen to the same music, but find you a companion. Imagine being in a relationship where y'all are 50-50 and y'all are like roommates. You may not even be sexually satisfied. Y'all have invested in each other through children, through bills, through loans, house mortgage, but y'all ain't compatible. Find you a companion. Find you a companion. You could go past that. And companion is a safe word. Yes. I can have multiple companions. I can have the companion I like to go to the junkyard with. I can have a companion I like to go foraging with. I can have my trucking companion. I can have my beach buddy. Find you some companions. Another thing about women is they feel like they have to have sex to prove their worth. And what's even worse is you don't know if they're beneficially available anyway, the person you want, right? So now you're just having free sex. Free sex, the person not even companion material, meaning y'all can't go out for brunch. I mean, go to Dutch. They pay their part, you pay your part. Be around them. You want somebody who can answer the phone on speakerphone in front of you, or say hey to my daughter, or say hey to my ex-wife. You don't want nobody who got to walk out the room to talk to somebody. You need a companion. Trust me. You'll feel more beautiful about yourself. You'll feel exotic. You'll feel more beautiful and exotic about yourself if they was at least 20 years older than you. That's right. If they're 20 years older than you, but they want somebody 18 or 19, get the fuck away from them. Them being 15 to 30 years older than you, they should feel in their prime and youthful and strong. If they want anything younger than you, or their eyes keep still wandering after they find you, keep moving. Also, live like a tourist. Live like a tourist and live within your means. Don't nobody want to meet someone who can't pay their cell phone bill, who can't put gas in their car, who can't keep their lights on. If you meet a person and say, oh, I need to pay my rent, oh, I need to pay this, like, you don't value that person. If you need to trick off, trick off. Don't burn the bridges with the person that's willing to help you in the long run when you really need help. If you need a trick, go get you a trick, baby. A companion is somebody you could say, let's drive 300 miles and go to the clearest water in Florida. And let's eat brunch and go to a hotel and come back the next day and go about your business. That's a companion. Everybody needs a companion. Every man don't want to go out with a woman with a handout. He want to go skate, ride bikes, go to a free event. And he want a woman that could carry her own. Now, don't get this confused with women who carry their own. They carry their own, but they think that the man shouldn't provide nothing for them. No. He is designed to be a provider, okay? So, nothing's wrong with taking the weight of the world off his back, but you make sure you know that he's supposed to be a provider. I'm saying outside of the companion bracket, right? So when I look at these women that are working 9 to 5, just like I do, they just look like they messed up their prime, they messed up their youth, but they didn't. They just going after the wrong people. They just allowing the wrong people to program their psyche, program their mind. You think I'm gonna look at that billboard with that girl with them nails and that blonde hair, that melanated man dating outside of his race, and that's just gonna stop me from courting, making companionship advancement? Hell no. You got to understand when you're being duped, okay? You got to understand when you're being duped. Get out of that mentality. Little this, young that. That's a game. You want some old, mature, done had all the women they gonna have. And when they see you, you like a shiny diamond, okay? Bump trying to compete with the billboards, the advertisement. Bump trying to compete with that. Get somebody. Another thing that's good about an older companion, when you want you some young dick, you can get it. Now, let me tell you something. Don't take your companion money to go trick off with some younger dude. If he ain't no provider, ain't no reason for you flashing your $200,000-$300,000 to bring a broke motherfucker into your life. Listen, you know, people get readings from me and advice. This guy called. He said he had a younger female who he got an apartment for. Now, he's supposed to live there too, but he over the road. He come home. He said, "Why the living room light on? And we ain't in there." She said, "Oh, my ex-boyfriend in the living room. He ain't got nowhere to go." She's a dumb hoe. She dumb. She dumb. She don't understand a castle when she got it. So 2 years later, that guy was blessed and he married a woman that had her own house, her own car, children grown. And that man get to come home to no man in the house. And guess what? They live like a companion because he'll call me while she in the living room and they watching TV. "Hey, how you doing, so-and-so? Everything all right?" "Yeah. I'm up here in so-and-so city and state. Everything fine." You need your companion. Bump competition. The competition over with. You with the person. They probably a loner anyway. Yep. So yeah, I see it all the time. Women, when you settle for a man that don't have much, he has skills. He's able to do things. And he's not a broke person that's always trying to dibble and dab everywhere. And then the man with the big penis, he gonna have multiple women. The man with the little penis, he gonna slow down because he know he gotta break bread. Okay? So, find you a companion. Live like a tourist. And to people like with that prepper mentality, you need to find someone that thinks like you. Preparing for a system to shut down. Preparing for everything, right? You need to find somebody that think like you. I only deal with people who know my struggle and what I need. I don't deal with nothing else. And I'm not about to take one man money and go spend it with another man. Unless I'm tricking off. You know what tricking off means? You prostituting. If I'm prostituting, it's mine. I can do what I want to do with it. But if I got somebody around me through thick and thin, and they breaking bread, no broke man don't qualify. Another thing, you don't want to be around a broke man. Listen, they got a little dick. It just ain't gonna happen. Listen, I tell people all the time, I'm a plus size woman, but if you fat and you obese and you a man, and I got to push your belly up like this, and when I say, let's walk on the beach, and you say, I don't want to walk on the beach. I say, let's walk through this park. I don't want to walk through the park. You just fat and obese, right? Excuse me. You don't think I'm going to go find somebody who could do more? So don't think because a person is financially stable, they could just sit around and be a low vibration around you. Mm-mm. You got every right to go find what you want. Let's say you got a sugar daddy. He fat and obese. Then for like 6 months, he ain't surprised you with nothing. No funds, no nothing. Just hear me out. Get what I told one time. I said, you fat, you barely can find your penis, and you barely can breathe. And you act like you don't want to spoil me no more. I love you to death, and I've known you for a very long time. But if that's the case, I could go be with a broke, big dick nigga and have the same amount of fun and send him on about his business. So where there's lack, somebody's going to go somewhere else and find something else. Well, I look like parading you all day. And you ain't no provider. Do that make any sense? Mm-mm. If you ain't no provider, you ain't no provider. I don't ask men for nothing. Then you're going to have a man that want to be around you, but he want to screw. You could screw anybody you want to. So make it worth your while. You can screw anybody you want to. Unless you're just a nympho, sex junkie, horny all the time. Keep your legs closed. Find you a companion. Most companions that are going to be 20 to 30 years older than you, they dick don't work. Okay? They dick don't work. So, while you got that companion, if his dick don't work, you got to find somebody that dick do work. But you got to be a good sport about it. What I mean is, if this man is not a provider, and he's just someone for you to go get your nut, go get your nut. If you ain't tricking off. Okay? Period. That's how it works. A lot of women right now in their 40s sitting around stressed the fuck out for no reason. And it's a lot of kinky 60 and 70-year-olds out there. You just gotta find. And quit going on them dating sites. Them people just want to fuck. You need somebody who want to go to the beach. You need somebody You need somebody who want to go on like a 2-hour boat tour or something. You need somebody who want to go eat ice cream one night and ain't living from check to check. And by you being in their life, you're not going to cause them to live check to check either, because you holding your own down. So yeah, it's a lot of women around here living like, just so good. It's a lot of women around here living like roommates. Sleeping in the same bed. I wouldn't dare do that shit. If I had to be with a man that was 50-50, and we don't have no structure, like we ain't planting them, we ain't building them, we ain't growing them, I'm slaving for this master, he's slaving for that master, and we coming home to make ends meet. Let me hit you something. 9 out of 10, she's sleeping with him because she may want him to do 60% while she do 40%. Or 9 out of 10, she's sleeping with him because it's a level of clinginess and investment going on. But if I had to be in a position where I needed a roommate, I would just have a roommate. It just don't make sense to waste all those years being with a person you don't like, or being with a person that you don't desire, or wasting 5 and 10 years with somebody and you could be somewhere else. Women got a thing about thinking, oh, if I sleep with him, I can control him. Yep. I told you I could have a singles party. It'll be 10 women there, 10 men there. Singles party now. When it's time for me to have the next singles party, none of them women coming, none of them men coming, and if they do, they already know each other, they already slept with each other. No profit about it then. No nothing. No benefit, nothing. So just think about it. Look for you a companion. You don't have to be lonely. You don't have to be stressed out. When you go to work, you're going to have a smile on your face. You want to know why? Because you met somebody that you can actually hang around, watch TV with, sit on the porch with, play video games and spades and bid, whist and stuff. I'm for real. Don't sit around here thinking like all the men taken, all the men gone. No, you might need to just go up about 10 years. Make yourself available to something else. It don't matter if you snag a tooth, one eye missing, none of that matters. Trust me. I see it all the time, people be dating. I see it all the time. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for you to go to work and not have a smile on your face. Ever. There's no reason for you to just not have a companion. And if you quit sleeping with everybody, you can have a fucking companion. And I'm not saying, it's easy to sleep with somebody. It truly is. But your whippersnapper ain't snapping and whooping. You get what I'm saying? And it's your mind, man. It's your mentality. It's your mind. It's your mentality. Accessibility is one thing, but your mind and your mentality is another thing. You know who value who. You want to be around somebody who could bond you out of jail if they need to. You stuck side the road, they could drive 200 miles because you ain't got no services. I'm telling you, get it together. get it together. I got people that hang around me right now. I've never even flirted with them. And they're loyal people. They come around. They come around. They come around. How you doing, Sky? I pop a bill. We chatted up. They tell me about their life. They tell me about their wife. They tell me about everything. And I never come on to them because when I lay it down and when I be with who I want to be with, I'm not going to be second. I'm going to be first. And there's not going to be any fucking secrets. Straight up. But until then, it is what it is. Find you a companion. Find you someone that's more touristy. Quit thinking that all the men gone. They not all gone. And remember, a companion gonna have other female friends too now. Yeah. They gonna bring you around their other female friends. They might have a barbecue. They might have a get together. They might want to take you around their family more. You get what I'm saying? Because you're a companion. It ain't about, ooh, this is what I do for him. This is what he do for me. No, he got a woman that he can actually take out into the streets. Okay? Actually, like, represent his character to some degree. Nothing's wrong with a companion. And like I said, there's more women on the planet than men. So your whippersnapper can only go so far. There's multiple women that want the same man. So you find the man who done burnt all his bridges with these bitches out here in these streets, okay? And you show him that all women ain't the same. That's how you find companions. I done had my number almost 20 years. People that I probably thugged and fought with still call me. Straight up. Like, I felt disrespected, so it is what it is. But they still call me. Soon as they hit I-95 South, Sky, I'm pulling up. Okay. And not once have I ever felt threatened like, oh, well, maybe today is the day he want revenge or something. No. Because there's a level of loyalty. There's a level of companionship. Sky, I'm going to the strip club tonight. I need you to show up. Okay, I'll be there. And that's what I do because maybe he drinks more than he should. Maybe he the type that'll put the wallet in my tit and be like, just watch out for me. And look, I'm so real about my shit. I'm going to see what he got right in his face to know this accounted for. For real, you got to have folks back just like folks have to have my back. There's been plenty of times that I had called folks up. Hey, I'm about to do something that I might not be coherent of it, okay? So what I need you to do is show up. I got you. Just show up. And that's how you do it. You need companions. You don't need competition, okay? And if there is competition, you got to understand there's still one pot. Okay, that's like two girls hanging out. They going somewhere. They being competitive. But see, them niggas ain't got to know that it's still one pot. You know what I mean? Oh, she lost. She not the trend. She not this. No, baby. It's one pot. So get your friends. Get your companions, right? And women. It's okay to have other women companions. Yeah, like why keep... It's okay for another woman to sexually satisfy another woman, too. Like, you just supposed to sit up here. You see this nigga fucking all these women, so you just gonna let your friend just settle for... You gonna just let your friend settle for that nigga. No, y'all need to get it together. Figure it out. Don't let her just be with a whore if she ain't got to be with a whore. Figure it out. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm one woman who can introduce men to women that I ain't slept with. All the women I know, I'm talking to so-and-so on the phone. Let me call you back. I'm talking to so-and-so. You can't go out with them. You can't go drink with them. You can't go nowhere. If the man asks you a question, now she done turned on you. She ain't for you no more. You get what I'm saying? Find you some companions. I like people where I could go shoot pool, go bowling, go drinking, and I could pass my number out. Who? You think I'm not gonna holler at me, 2 or 3 older men? What you do? What you do for a living? Where you retired? What you up to? Do you own your own house? You know what I mean? Are you married but separated? You know, have fun. Loosen up a little bit. And like I say, women, it's okay for you to have female companions. Quit being crabs in the barrel. Go out, have some fun. Okay? There's no reason, when you go to work, you should have a smile on your face at all times. At all times. So I'm going to leave it there. Y'all can take it any type of way y'all want to take it. Everybody that approached me that don't know me, they think I'm married with children. That's how I look. Hey, how you doing, baby? First, they think I'm 45 years old by the way I carry myself. And then they think, oh, how many children you got? 0. Where your husband? Where your man at? What husband? What man? I got a companion, baby. And if you fuck up and leave me somewhere, my companion coming to pick me up. And he might just kick your motherfucking ass. Okay? That's how they work. And, ooh, I'm starting to understand, the working relationships too. Now, you know it's bad when you got a work husband. I got about 2, 3 work husbands. Okay? I do. I got about 2, 3 work husbands. I got around about 7 companions. I got me people that actually work for me. I pay them, they work for me. I got people that want little or nothing. They just like to be in my presence and help me. And I still help them. Like, whatever they lack, I try to help them. Okay? Yeah. I just don't like no beggar. I don't like nobody who can't put no work in, but they begging. Okay? And then I got this one companion. Everything he do, he be like he was handing me a card one day. Yeah, this card had money on it. And he was like, what you gonna give me? I said, well, it sounds like you trying to buy some pussy. That's what I said. No, this is not incriminating me. This is allegedly, hypothetically, theoretically, I'm writing a script. Well, anyway, I was like, sound like you trying to buy some pussy. I might be. I'm like, dude, when you start swapping and swindling, not swindling, but when you start swapping or whatever. But anyway, have fun. I got collard greens, but have fun. Live like a tourist.